Hello, NHS. We want to start off by saying hello and saying that we miss you guys, and we hope that this virtual meeting will give you a little sense of normalcy. We hope that you're staying safe and staying healthy and keeping that social distancing. So we're going to conduct this meeting virtually through video. And the biggest part of this meeting is going to be the new officer elections. So, Ms. Monroe, anything else you want to add? All right. So the first thing that we want to cover is that hours are waived. So there is no hours requirement for all NHS members for the 2019-2020 school year. You do not need to enter any more hours. If you have 0 hours, that's okay. If you have 100 hours, that's okay. You do not need to enter hours. We're not going to be approving any more hours for NHS. So just know that is the current thing that we're doing, and that will remain in effect until we receive further guidance from our READY administrators. So just again, to reiterate, you do not need to enter in any hours. You don't have to email me asking me to approve hours, that kind of thing, because we no longer have that requirement for membership this year, okay? The Remind, if you haven't joined the Remind, you can join the Remind. We're, of course, going to send out information, send out this meeting and the slides and things just like we would normally do after the meeting. And we'll send that out on Remind. We'll also send out some reminders for you to be voting in the officer election after we get this out to you guys. So do still join the Remind. Before we move on to the next slide, Ms. Monroe and I are going to, in just a minute, we're going to mute our mics and mute our video. And what we're going to do is we're just going to click through all of the officer candidate videos, their speeches, just like we would have in an NHS meeting. They're going to give, the students are going to give their speeches. You guys are going to listen to each speech, and then Ms. Monroe and I, at the conclusion of all the speeches, will come back on and tell you about the voting procedures and timeline, okay? So do please listen to every candidate's speech, and then we will see you in a few minutes. And we'll reiterate that on the other side too when we get to the voting, but really, really important that you guys watch these and that you also vote, okay? All right.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah Gonzalez and I am running for Historian of NHS during the 2020-2021 school year. And I thought I would start off by sharing a little bit about me. So this is my second year at READY and I moved here from Monterrey, Mexico. Since I was new here, being invited to join NHS was shocking to me, but being accepted into it was a huge honor. Forming a part of an organization that has not only helped me meet new people when I needed it the most, but also helped me be a part of a community and helped me give back to those in need was very, very important to me. NHS has helped me in so many ways, and being one of the relatively new students at READY that actually formed part of NHS has helped me see how different and special it is to be a part of such a big organization like NHS. I consider myself qualified for the position of historian because I have previous experience as a historian of the READY BPA Club this year. This experience taught me a lot about what it means to be in this position and the responsibility that would come along. Also, being a part of the school's yearbook team has helped me grow as a leader and taught me a lot about communicating within a large team. It shows me how important it is to communicate, that positions and opinions are heard, even though you might not always get what you want in the end. I think some of those skills that contribute to me being successful in this position are my design and photography skills, organizational and time management skills, communicational skills since I moved around a lot and I know how to talk to people that I don't know and how to get out of my comfort zone, and most importantly, how much I care about being a part of NHS. I look forward to meeting every one of you, and I hope you guys are staying safe during this event. Bye!
Hey, so my name is Archie Johnson, and I'm going to be your 2020-2021 NHS historian. So what qualifies me to be a good historian? Well, first of all, I am a pretty active NHS member. With a little over 170 volunteer hours, I've done a variety of food drives and special events, and just NHS stuff in general. I mean, you guys are all in NHS, so I think you know what I'm talking about. In addition to these hours, I've also helped out at a local senior living center, in which I planned for and recorded special occasions, which I feel like could be a pretty useful experience for a prospective historian. In addition to this, I also feel like I'm a pretty efficient worker. And by this, I don't mean like I spend all my free time at home doing school stuff. It's more like once I put my mind to something and actually concentrate, I can get stuff done. And that's not to say that I don't do any out of school activities either. As part of the Reedy Symphonic Orchestra and the biomedical debate team for HOSA, I'm pretty used to working on stuff that isn't just strictly reading. Now, if I'm being totally honest here, I don't really think any of you guys really care about what I've just said, and are probably just going to vote for who's ever name you actually recognize, which you probably shouldn't do, but is probably what I would do in your position. However, I'm advising that you shouldn't do that. You know why? It's because all of yesterday, which was March 19th, I literally did nothing until 9 p.m. when I had to write the speech because the anxiety was hitting me, right? So, and this actually shows how I work pretty efficiently because even though I literally wrote the speech the night before it was due, because it's still like 12 p.m., now it's 10:26 a.m., I still got my speech done right before I procrastinated, so I work pretty efficiently. Regardless of you like freaking spicy if you vote for me. So, yeah, seriously, random quote here, my name like a rhyme, so vote for me. Yeah, vote for Argentina. So.
My name is Scott Jones, and I'm honored talking about my officer in the district. So what do I bring to this meeting? Aside from leadership, team building, and interpersonal skills, I have had hands-on experience in multiple leadership positions. I'm the board member, community chairperson, as well as an active member in the executive. I feel proud to give back to my community, especially in such times of crisis. And that is what I will do if elected as an NHS officer. In my eyes, an individual with concrete developmental skills or experience in multiple organizations is best suited as an NHS. That is what I'm doing. NHS is a prestigious organization which has, quite honestly, amazing benefits. I would love this benefit to be a great opportunity and act as a coach for some powerful existing foundations, I would say. I believe that I would be a great suit as an NHS officer. National Honor Society is an organization built on a unique foundation. Everyone trying their best to give back to the NHS by building upon the amazing mentors and opportunities they have.
Hi, my name is Joanna Sablari, and I am running for the secretary position for NHS. I'm currently a junior, and I feel like I would be the best candidate for this position because of my passion for service and my strong desire to improve the club as well as the community. I am responsible, loyal, hardworking, and great at managing my time. Additionally, I'm a part of the symphonic orchestra at which is a huge time commitment with all my internships and such, but I still managed to do well in all my classes. I also have over 100 hours of service and still continue to earn more. One of my sweetest projects is volunteering at my church, and I have been serving there since my freshman year. I also volunteer at senior centers by entertaining them through music by playing my violin. I have a passion for leadership and bringing together people to achieve common goals and results. I'm committed and I put 100% effort into everything I do. Lastly, I'm also organized, which is a key quality in a secretary. Thank you for your time, and please vote for Joanna for second.
Searchy brain defines the obviously everyone wants to be successful, but I want to be looked back on as being very trustworthy, and ultimately making a big difference in the world. This mission is one that I share with Searchy. From my inception, I've always been taught to be visionary, dream big, and try hard. I've been taught to persevere and use mistakes as lessons. My vision is to leave a lasting legacy, a legacy that can last, a legacy that lasts for generations. NHS Excellence. The very basis of our organization lies within the idea of big things. Leaders, such as me, who exhibit these traits, will be the ones that take the organization to magnitudes beyond. Leaders, such as me, are ones that leave the legacy, to inspire others, and change the world around us. Justice is one step. Healing is the unique mix of experience, intellect, and passion that I offer as well. I have the experience and passion to change lives around me. I have the intellect with which I can gain knowledge and perspective. My passion is not to change lives, but to make people I have inspired better. However, it is your choice to take advantage of a skill greater such as leading. Over the years, however, people have trusted me with their VP, their vice president, and their screen. So now, I ask you, trust me as a once again to be your NHS secretary for the 2020-2021 school year. Thank you.
Hello, fellow Reed NHS members. My name is Shashank Villapalli, and I am running to be your NHS secretary. Firstly, I hope all of you are safe at home and have food, water, and enough daily resources. When I first moved here back in 10th grade, I continuously doubted what was so great about this place that I had to move in the middle of high school. However, now that I look back on these last couple of years again, I can't imagine a better group of people to be around. Now, in this time of crisis, I think it's time for me to give back to the community that helped me start a new and better life. Now, we'll get into my qualifications. First, I have over 50 hours of work experience in learning centers and organizational skills. I learned from organizing data, checking in students at the facility, and grading thousands of papers and translating into our NHS organization. Also, I manage my own family sports business known by facilities nationwide, and I hope I will be given the chance to demonstrate my management skills I developed from managing the business transactions, managing our merchandise, and marketing our goods to our NHS society. Finally, I'm an active member of the school clubs Nu Alpha Theta, DECA, and Business Professionals of America. Thank you so much for your time, and remember, don't get pranked. Vote for Shashank. Hello, fellow NHS members. My name is Jake Cherry, and I'm running to be your next year's vice president. Now, you may be wondering, what makes me qualified to be a vice president? Well, I'm a hardworking member of the community. I'm a dedicated student athlete, and I embody the 4 points that NHS was founded upon: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Now, volunteer hours aren't everything, but I have over 50 volunteer hours at a food pantry in Plano called Minnie's Food Pantry. And this can tell you a lot about a person, like how dedicated they are and if they're passionate to volunteering at one place. And instead of just getting the hours. I'm also a student athlete, and I play football and I play this since middle school. So this shows longevity, shows I'm dedicated to being a student athlete, and I work well as a team, which can translate to me being working well with a team of officers. Now, NHS needs someone who works well in a team environment and is a contributor to the community and to the organization. So vote for Jake Cherry if you want your NHS Vice President to make next year a good year, a great year.
Hi, my name is Doha, and I'm running for Vice President for NHS. Personally, I really believe in volunteering and generally giving back. I think it's something that's very important and needs to be more embedded in our minds today. And I believe being a part of NHS can really help with that. I'm also the president of the volunteering club, our Junior World Affairs Council, and we basically reach out to nonprofits and organizations to plan out volunteer activities and service projects. So, for example, we volunteer a lot at Feed My Starving Children, where we basically package food items that get sent to developing countries. And we also volunteer at rehab facilities for the elderly and organize recycling drives and just do activities like that where we try to address a problem in our community or just try to make people's quality of life a little better. So this is something that I would have experience doing for NHS as well. This is also something that I want to do for a living. I want to be an event planner and organize fundraisers and work with charities and nonprofits, especially ones that deal with children's issues like neglect, malnutrition, and trafficking. So this is something that I would take very seriously and something that I'm very passionate about. But I'm also very hardworking and dependable, and I'm generally an easy person to work and communicate with. So I believe all these reasons that I mentioned today make me a better fit for that position, and hope you guys would vote for me for Vice President. Thank you so much.
Hello, fellow NHS members. My name is Shashir Nair. I'm going to be your Reedy High School NHS Vice President. First and foremost, I like to hope that each and every one of you is safe, healthy, and has enough toilet paper so can restock their shelves. With that, you may be wondering, why am I running for this position? When I first moved here in freshman year, this community was incredibly accepting and welcoming, and I think it's time for me now to give back. To give back to the community that's helped me grow as a person and develop as a leader. And it would be an honor for me to work with the best that Reedy High School has to offer in the biggest organization here at Reedy to help accomplish this goal. For my qualifications for this position, I was an elected school officer for my student council back at my old school, where I helped oversee school-wide events and work through logistical issues. Additionally, I was the clarinet section leader at my old band. After reading, I've continued to be part of our marching band, while also being the vice president of leadership at DECA, where I'm in charge of the 200 members in our chapter. Additionally, I've worked with the Best Buddies program through our school store, where I've been working as a supervisor. And finally, I've also worked as a vice president of the Through each of these experiences, I've learned from the people around me and grown as a leader. And if given the chance, I would love to bring my unique leadership experiences, my personality, and my work ethic and drive to the table here at Reading NHS. Now, I'd also love to take the next step with you guys and learn from each and every one of you as your NHS Vice President. So just remember, just have no fear and vote for Shashi. Thank you.
I know that we all want Corona for a minute, but I'm the next best. Hello, my name is Vinay Money, and I'm running to be your 2020-2021 NHS Vice President. From the amount of emails and reminds we've gotten this year, it's pretty clear that NHS is big on service. From this alone, I would say that I am experienced enough for this position. Since freshman year, I have volunteered for over 225 hours in a number of venues and events around our community, including local hospitals, the Bristol Public Library, blood drives, and senior living centers, to name a few. While this may or may not be a large quantity, I personally believe that the quality matters more. I have volunteered for BPA, HOSA, Spanish National Honor Society, DECA, and for the various hours opportunities that NHS provides because I strongly believe that this is the way I can make a difference. However, in order to be a good vice president, it can't all be about service. Currently, I serve in leadership positions in two clubs, in which I organized a fundraiser that raised $500 for a city house, a homeless shelter in Plano. In the past, I also served in an officer position for HOSA and helped organize our school's Make-A-Wish fundraiser. However, in the end, you're not voting for a resume filled with bullet points or a who's done what. You're voting for someone who wants to make a difference and who will do what. My sad attempt at an opening joke, you can tell that I don't have humor or pictures of puppies or even toilet paper to offer you. But I do have this. Service and leadership are not things that I take lightly. I fully understand that what one does for their community when they volunteer, their time and energy matters, and I truly value what comes out of it. For these reasons, I, Vinny Mullenputty, believe that I'm the most viable candidate for NHS's Vice President position for the upcoming school year. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Manish Simar, and I'm running to be your next Reedy NHS Vice President. I think that some of the most important qualities associated with this position are that of leadership, responsibility, and time management. And with time management, I kind of struggle with that because I tend to procrastinate quite a bit, but I'm sure we all do since we're all juniors and seniors, so hopefully we can all get better at that together next year. Right now, I just want to help people in any way I can, and I feel like being a vice president would be a really big step towards that because I can play an important role where I can help anyone that needs anything from me in NHS. Right now, I feel like all the NHS members are really detached from each other, so I want to create a variety of events that would allow us to be more connected. Something fun that everyone would want to come out to, like a sporting event. So let's say next year we all came together for a day where we just all played a giant game of kickball or something like that. Everyone would have fun, all the students would communicate and interact with each other, and then it would be beneficial for everybody because you're getting to know each other just a little bit better. Additionally, I think that we should have more fun volunteer opportunities for all of our students because it's an important incentive to have for our students to help our community, and we want to make sure that they enjoy helping the community while they do it, right? So NHS right now is about half the school, like that's a pretty big number. So if we plan our events properly, there's so much that we could do with the sheer number of people that we have. So these are just some of the ideas that I have. Thank you guys for listening, and hopefully you'll vote me to be your next reading vice president.
Being a National Honor Society officer
running for NHS president. I am running because I want to positively represent Reading High School and lead the effort of helping those in need in our community. I want to serve as NHS president because I've seen just how much our contributions have benefited those that we are helping through my 3 years in working with Frisco Family Services. And the opportunity to have a positive impact on other people makes me strive even further to support our school and community. As president, I will make sure to uphold the 4 pillars of NHS, which are scholarship, leadership, community service, and character. With these in mind, I will always put the needs of our community first and make sure that NHS is involved as much as possible to help our fellow students, teachers, and neighbors. And I want to make sure that we're all having a good time volunteering. Also, a good leader has to be organized, confident, and honest, and I believe that I possess all the qualities necessary to fulfill my duty as an NHS officer. However, the amount of AP classes that someone takes or whether they have 1,000 service hours does not determine how well they can lead as president. But what does matter, though, is the leadership and character of that person, and I hope you keep that in mind when voting. I also want to say that I am proud of NHS as an organization and everybody that's a part of it, and I would be greatly honored to serve each and every one of you. And on a final note, I know that in difficult times like these, we as NHS members will have to work harder than ever before to support our community. And this increased responsibility requires the best leadership out there. And that is why I ask for you to vote for me, George Alejandro, as your next NHS president. Thank you. Hey guys, my name is Abhinav Rathore and I'm running to be your NHS president. I've volunteered for more than 250 hours since the beginning of high school. I am an active participant in DECA, Business Professionalism America, Orchestra, Blue Alpha Theta, National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Future Billionaires Club, and I also
Future Billionaires Club.
the club
That club.
I know that sounds like a lot. I've always been a student. I played basketball with my friends, and volunteered. My parents always wanted me to volunteer since I was a kid, and so I volunteered for the first time when I was in 6th grade at a community college because I learned what it meant to be a volunteer. When I saw kids' eyes fill up with hope when I volunteered at the temple, when I volunteered at Frisco Family Services, and I noticed how all the volunteers never stopped smiling or laughing. When I volunteered at Face the Art Competition the other day, and noticed how the students very nervously took their pieces and felt so bad for their judges. Every time I volunteer, I realize that volunteering is based on a sense of community. Volunteers make it happen. We make it happen. My parents always told me to volunteer for the benefit of others and not for recognition. Because to volunteer is to work for a cause and not for applause. We're all here today because we hold the torch of honor as we race towards graduation. I'm running to be your NHS president because I want to keep your light and of service and honor from flickering even once this last lap of high school. I want to bring what service means to me to NHS. I want to work with you for our cause and not for applause, together with a sense of community, because that's what it means to serve as your NHS president and as a volunteer. Thank you.
Okay, so we hope that you guys enjoyed those speeches as much as Miss Monroe and I did. We were enjoying those. Those are really good, guys. Thank you so much for preparing those speeches and recording them. Very well done. So you didn't hear any of the applause, but I'm sure some of your friends are applauding you, and certainly Miss Monroe and I are applauding you. Miss Monroe, you want to talk about this? So you can use the bit.ly link there, or you can scan the QR code. But like Miss Monroe said, super important that all you guys get your vote in. I'm not sure what that second bullet. Oh yeah, you can only vote once. And I think the form is already on. I'll make sure it's on by the time we send this out. You're not watching this live, so it's okay. All right, so that is the election. Just a reminder, we will have a couple of more NHS meetings depending on school closures. Will depend on if we have them at school or if we have them virtually. We will certainly notify you guys and give you all the information as we get it. Miss Monroe and I are giving you all the information we have as of today. And so that's kind of where we're at. Now, this is the end of the slides because before we would have all the things in there about tutoring and some other things. So I'm going to let Miss Monroe talk about tutoring really fast. And then normally we would have the attendance form, but we are not necessarily taking attendance at these meetings. All of our previous attendance has been entered and will be considered. We're not sure moving forward how that's going to look or what that's going to mean. But just know that for this meeting, we are not taking attendance, and so you do not need to worry about that. We do need you to vote. We need everybody to go into that form and vote. But as of right now, we are not doing anything with meeting attendance at all. So if you guys have any questions about NHS related things, you can email Miss Monroe or myself. I also have on readylibrary.com, I have my Zoom room posted, which you can click on at any time and not anytime during the school day. the typical, so 8 to 3:30 time. 8 to 3:30, and you can access my Zoom room if you just need to talk or need to reach out and just see one of us. You can do that, but do feel free to email us and let us know if there's any questions you have or anything that we can help with. Miss Monroe, any final words there? Do what? We do miss you guys so much. Just keep an eye on your email, your student email, and keep an eye on the remind for updates and information about NHS as we get it. We will certainly pass that along to you guys. All right, stay safe, stay healthy, maintain your social distancing, wash your hands, and we will hopefully get to talk to you guys soon. All right.